Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Balancer, BAL. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please go down below, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. That'd be pretty awesome. And I think the like button's down there as well. If you can tap that, that'd be great. Let's get into this. Balancer. So, Balancer is a project that I really like, mostly because I bought Balancer when it was around $9 and I sold Balancer when it was around $50. So that's really appreciative. But it's a unique project. It's similar to Uniswap, but it offers a few more features that I'm not going to go over because I'm just going to go over the charts here. But if you are interested in knowing what Balancer does, you can check it out on their website or on CoinMarketCap, where it's got a quick write-up. But I just want to look at the charts on this because that's what I'm good for. I can do a little bit of research, but you guys could probably research better than me. So we'll just look at the charts. So since Balancer's big rise, so we started over here and we came up, had the big rise, and then a massive fall. It's just been falling. And we're at $5.60 right now from its all-time high of $75, $76 roughly. But what it's been doing is it's been forming sort of this, I mean, you can call it a falling wedge, I guess, but you could also possibly see just a channel here, where you come down, go back up, come down, go back up, and whatnot. So either way, falling wedge, channel. But one thing on the weekly time frame, that's where we're starting at here, that I've noticed on Balancer is we seem to be getting some more momentum to the upside. Now, I actually thought Balancer was about to break out right over here, and then we all know what happened with this big drop right here with the FTX fiasco. But yeah, I was watching this closely. I thought we'd have a breakout, and then that happened. But what's happening down here is the RSI is continuing to find support off of the moving average. And as long as we can keep doing that, keep coming up and get above the 50 line, that would be our breakout time right there. Also, the trend directional is moving in the right direction. We've got a big wave down here, followed by a smaller wave. And it looks like we're about to create another smaller wave. And so that's just continuing the move to the upside. And so that's good. We've attempted to get above this 20 and 50 EMA multiple times now. So we had this big wick right here, came back down. We had this big wick right here, came back down. But then we have a more solid body candle coming into there. So you had two giant wicks getting wicked out of this cloud here. 1, 2. Then we tried again. We had a solid body, had a big drop, came up, got another wick, but then we are still slowly creating these candles into the cloud. And the wick is getting smaller. Well, actually got a little bit bigger compared to these ones. But compared to these two wicks right here, we're getting smaller, and it just looks like it wants to get out of here. Another thing that I noticed is if we use our Fibonacci tool here from the bottom to the top, Balancer, it fell below, tapped the 786, got above it again. I thought we were going to break out, fell down from the FTX, but we only wicked below the 618, and we even created a higher low. If you can see that, we even created a higher low on this wick compared to that one right there, and we held the 618, and now it looks like we're about to make a move to the upside again. We got a nice candle forming here for the weekly, and there's only 16 hours left to go on this weekly candle. And so as long as we can maintain something like this and not fall below the 618 on the weekly, which if we fell below $5.32, that probably wouldn't be a good thing for Balancer. But right now it's looking pretty good. We're holding that 618. And what I'd like to do is go down to the daily, because when I do these Fibonacci's, I want to see where the trend directional and the RSI are sitting on the time frame lower than the one I'm just previously looking at. So we were looking at the weekly where we were holding the 618. Now we go down to the daily and let's kind of see what's happening down here. So what's happening is the RSI has now crossed over the moving average, which is a good sign. We've got a green dot on the trend directional, and we're creating a smaller wave on the trend directional. Another thing that's happening is it kind of looks like we're forming a, little triangle here. And that would be a bullish triangle. And the breakout target of this guy right here, or a wedge, whatever you want to call it, would be a breakout. And so if we did break above this, the breakout target would get us to above our long-term resistance line. And if I saw that happen, I would expect us to get the breakout, hit resistance right where this resistance was right here. You can see it with this faded gray line. Come back down and find support on top of here, and then move on to the upside is what we'd hope for anyways. So yeah, going down lower in the time frames, we're seeing some positive price action happening, not only in the RSI, the trend directional. We're forming a bullish pattern. Lots of good things happening for Balancer in the charts right now, from what I can tell. If this were to fall out of this pattern and fall to the downside, I'd expect some support right around here, around the $4.60 level, which is also where we found support once, twice, and we had a lot of price action over here. So the next target for this, if we were to finally break out of this and we started to make a bullish move here. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking a bullish move. We're in a massive bear market. Lots of crazy things are happening. And we don't know if crypto is going to be around next year. Well, that's all due to, what's happened, the FTX and all that. But I've been saying this in all my videos. I just have this feeling that a bear trap might happen. We might get a fall, and then a short squeeze could push us to the upside. And if you pay attention to Tim Draper, he believes Bitcoin is still going at $250,000 at the beginning of next year. So if he's right, then all these altcoins are going to be making a massive move here. We'll see. Look that up. I find it very interesting. I don't think that's going to happen, but Tim Draper's got a lot more money than I do. So anyway, if we were to break out of this thing, we've got easy to spot resistance right around here. So you had this massive wick push us down before. You've got support right here. You've got action right over here in that area. And then that's around the $10.60 level. And then you've got some more price action happening here on the $18.60 level. But the price target of this, you can call it a falling wedge, you can call it a channel, would be to bring us all the way back to the upside around $74. And that kind of move from where we're at right now, you're looking at a 1,200% move. Now, that's a pretty good move. Now that, in my opinion, is not where we would stop. I actually have a lot of faith in Balancer. This project is pretty good. I like what they're doing. And so I would like to give my price prediction of where I think that this could possibly go. And, well, actually, let's go back here. I want to go back a bit, and I want to go from here to here. And then we'll put on some Fibonacci lines here and see where we ended up. So the 1618, the 1272, we kind of fell right in between there, from this high to this low. We fell right in between the 1618 and the 1272 up here. Actually, let me see if we can do that. No, there we go. That makes more sense to me. So I don't know if you know this about me. I'm kind of weird when it comes to these Fibonacci's. When I do a Fibonacci from bottom to top, like I did down here when I was trying to find where, the 618 was, I like to leave the fibs based on log scale on. But when I do a fib from top to bottom to find a price target, I like to take it off. I don't know. I find more reactions in the charts that way. As you can see, we got the 2272 that hit perfectly. We were sitting right in between the 1618 and the 1272 when I didn't have that. When I had it on, and then when I take it off, we hit Fibonacci perfectly. That's just the way I do things. It's weird. But, anyway, it works. So that one hit the 272. So let's go ahead and take this guy, and we're going to take the fib off the log scale. And I want to now, I think I'm going to add the 1272. Let's go ahead and see where that goes. I do think that is a possibility. I do think that $95 to $100 is a possibility for a price target, for a longer term price target. If we were to go back to the 2272, which is still possible, the market cap of Balancer would allow it. It's very low. That's the other thing about Balancer, is it's got a very low market cap compared to other projects in the same field. And so, you know, I could easily see a $167 Balancer as well. That was actually my price target, was around 175 was my price target in the last bull run here, which, I mean, you know, now you're probably thinking, oh, well, what does he know? Because we didn't reach that. But I mean, you know, price targets are all, I mean, everybody's price target was wrong. Everybody thought Bitcoin was going to 200,000. I personally thought Bitcoin was going to roughly 150, somewhere on there, 150, 175. But, you know, we were all wrong about that. So, I mean, I could see us going to 170 this time around. Maybe I was just one bull run off and we reached that target this time. But, and actually, let me do one more thing before we finish up here. A lot of people look at the 4236 as the finishing touch for price action. That would bring us all the way up to $310 roughly. Now, is that possible? Yes, it is possible. But I'm still going to stick to, with diminishing returns happening in the market, I think I'm going to still stick to around $100 is my price target. And if you're super bullish, 175. So those are my two price targets for Balancer in the future, not anytime soon. This is going to take a long time to play out. By the time this plays out, these candles are going to be all the way possibly over here in 2024. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. But it looks fairly good for Balancer. Let me just see. What if I see any kind of pattern going on here? You know, you've got your support line, which did get broken. I mean, I guess you could say that we had support. Nah, not really anything solid here for support. Now I'm just rambling, really trying to find other things. You don't need to see all this. We got good moves happening. We're holding the 618. We're creating a nice pattern to the upside. I don't need to ramble anymore because I tend to get off track a little bit. If you like what you saw here, please leave a like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm almost to 1,000. That'd be great if I can get there soon. And I appreciate all you. Thanks for tuning in. Just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.